Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young man named Leo Berzaseta Rasatio Gerstarke. Leo was like many people. He had dreams, he had goals, but he often found himself giving up too soon. He wanted to be strong, not just in body, but in mind. He admired the ancient Stoics, those men and women who faced hardships with calm and determination. But he struggled. He wondered why it was so easy to quit and so hard to keep going. One day, Leo decided to climb the great mountain that stood at the edge of his village. Many had tried before him, but few had reached the top. Some turned back because the path was steep. Others gave up when the weather turned cold. A few quit just before the summit, convinced they could go no further. Leo wanted to understand why. So he packed his bag, tied his boots, and set off on the journey. The first part of the climb was easy. The sun was shining, the path was clear, and Leo felt strong. He thought to himself, this isn't so hard. Maybe people just don't try enough. But as he climbed higher, the air grew thinner. His legs began to ache. Doubt crept into his mind. What if I can't do this? What if I fail like the others? He thought about turning back. Then he remembered the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Leo realized that the first reason people quit is because they listen to their doubts instead of their strength. They focus on the pain, the fear, the possibility of failure. But strength isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward, even when afraid. Leo kept climbing. The weather changed. Dark clouds rolled in, and rain began to fall. The rocks became slippery. He shivered in the cold. This was the second test. Many people quit when conditions get tough. They expect success to come easily, and when it doesn't, they decide it's not worth the effort. But the Stoics taught that obstacles are part of the journey. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The rain wasn't stopping Leo. It was making him stronger. Hours passed. Leo's muscles burned. His breath came in short gasps. He couldn't see the top, just more rocks, more climbing. This was the third reason people quit. They lose sight of their goal. When the end seems too far away, they convince themselves it's impossible. But Leo remembered Seneca's words. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. He didn't need to see the summit. He just needed to take the next step, and then the next. Finally, after what felt like forever, Leo reached the top. The view was breathtaking. The whole world stretched out before him. He realized then that winning wasn't about being the strongest or the fastest. It was about outlasting the part of yourself that wants to quit. Most people give up because they listen to fear, because they expect ease, because they lose sight of why they started. But the ones who keep going, they are the ones who win. Leo descended the mountain, a different man. He knew now that strength wasn't just in the body, it was in the mind. Every time he faced a challenge, he remembered the climb. He remembered that quitting is a choice, but so is winning. And the difference between those who quit and those who succeed is simple. The winners refuse to stay down. The Stoics knew this truth well. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits. But within you is a quiet strength, an inner fire that no obstacle can extinguish. Most people quit because they forget this. But you can remember. You can choose to rise, to endure, to keep climbing no matter how hard the path. That is how you win. And so, the story of Leo is the story of all of us. Every day, we face our own mountains. Some will turn back. Some will give up just before the breakthrough. But not you. You are stronger than your doubts, tougher than the obstacles, and more determined than the voice that whispers, "Quit." You are a Stoic, and Stoics do not quit. They win. The end.